Today my topic of presentation is development and anatomy of female genital system. Development of genital organs and gonads. The site of origin is from the urogenital sinus. Endodermal cloaca is divided by a coronally oriented vertical partition known as urorectal septum. The urorectal septum contains a pair of paramesonephric ducts close to the midline and a pair of mesonephric ducts laterally. The dorsal part of the endodermal cloaca, thus formed, differentiates to form the rectum and anal canal. The ventral portion, known as urogenital sinus, differentiates into three parts: upper vesicourethral part, middle pelvic part of the urogenital sinus, the lower phallic part of the urogenital sinus. Now you can see genital tubercle, genital folds, urogenital slit, labioscrotal swelling. Now the development of genital organs and gonads. Clitoris is developed from genital tubercle. Labia minora is developed from genital folds. Labia majora developed from genital swellings. The Bartholin glands are developed as outgrowths from the caudal part of the urogenital sinus and correspond to the bulbourethral glands of male. The vestibular, the inferior portion of pelvic part and whole of the phallic part of the urogenital sinus expand to form the vestibule of vagina at about 5th month. Development of internal genital organs. Fallopian tubes, broad ligaments, vagina, uterus. The major part of female genital tract develops from the Mullerian ducts. The duct forms one on each side as an ingrowth of coelomic epithelium in the lateral aspect of mesonephros at about 5-6 weeks. 10 mm CR length. While it grows downward, it has developed three parts: cranial vertical, middle horizontal, and caudal vertical after crossing the Wolffian duct anteriorly. In absence of androgen, testosterone, and anti-Mullerian hormone, as in a normal female, there is further growth and development of Mullerian duct system with regression of the Wolffian ducts. Now you can see the ovary, apophoron, uterine tube, ureter, uterus. Now the fallopian tube is developed from upper vertical part and adjoining horizontal part of the Mullerian duct. The coelomic opening of the duct becomes the abdominal ostium. Uterus. Uterus is developed by the fusion of intermediate horizontal and the adjoining vertical part of Mullerian ducts, which begins at 7-8 weeks, 22 mm CR length. Cervix is developed from the fused lower vertical parts of the two paramesonephric ducts. The intervening septum disappears Uterus is developed by fusion of intermediate horizontal and the adjoining vertical part of Mullerian ducts, which begins at 7-8 weeks, 22 mm CR length. Cervix is developed from fused lower vertical parts of the two paramesonephric ducts. The intervening septum disappears during the 5th month of intrauterine life. Myometrium and endometrial stroma are developed from the mesoderm of the paramesonephric ducts. Fallopian tube is developed from upper vertical part and adjoining horizontal part of Mullerian duct. The coelomic opening of the duct becomes the abdominal ostium. Broad ligament. When the Mullerian ducts approach each other in the midline, a broad transverse fold is established, extends from the lateral side of the fused Mullerian ducts up to the lateral pelvic wall, which is named as broad ligament. All the vestigial remnants of mesonephric tubules, that is epiphoron situated above the ovary, paraophoron between the ovary and uterus, and the duct remain as Gartner's duct, are found in the broad ligament in the mesosalpinx. Vagina. Development of vagina is composite partly from the Mullerian paramesonephric ducts and partly from the urogenital sinus. The paramesonephric ducts develop at about 6th week as an invagination of coelomic epithelium lateral to each mesonephric duct. Each paramesonephric duct passes ventral to the corresponding mesonephric duct and then meets its counterpart from the opposite side in the midline. The lower vertical part of the two paramesonephric Mullerian ducts pass caudal wards in the urorectal septum and meet each other. Around 9th week, the solid caudal tip of the fused vertical parts of the Mullerian duct project blindly into the dorsal wall of the urogenital sinus as Mullerian tubercles. Vagina. The united lower vertical parts form the uterovaginal canal and the fused Mullerian tubercles form the Mullerian eminence. The unfused cranial part of each paramesonephric duct forms the uterine tube and the distal open end forms the abdominal ostium. The endodermal cells from the dorsal wall of the urogenital sinus proliferate and form the sinovaginal bulb. Endodermal cells further proliferate and extend cranially into the central axis to form a solid plate called the vaginal plate. Central cells of the Mullerian eminence disintegrate so that the vaginal canal now opens into the urogenital sinus. The tissue at the periphery persists as hymen. Vagina. The upper 3/5 above the hymen develop from the fused uterovaginal canal of the Mullerian ducts. Mucous membrane is Mucous membrane is developed from the endoderm of the canalized vaginal plate, sinovaginal bulb, urogenital sinus. The musculature is developed from the mesoderm of the fused caudal vertical part of the Mullerian ducts. The hymen is developed from the junction of the Mullerian tubercle, mesodermal, and the urogenital sinus, endodermal. Lower 1/5 below the hymen is developed entirely from the endoderm of the urogenital sinus. Vaginal introitus is developed from the ectoderm of the genital folds after rupture of the bilaminar urogenital membrane. Now the female reproductive system. The reproductive tract in women is contained mainly in the pelvic cavity and perineum. It is divided to external genitalia, internal genitalia. Female external genitalia. Vulva is the term given to the female external genitalia. The vulva includes mons pubis, labia majora, minora, clitoris, urethral opening, vaginal opening, perineum. Mons pubis, the triangular mound of fatty tissue that covers the pubic bone. It protects the pubic symphysis. During adolescence, sex hormones trigger the growth of pubic hair on the mons pubis. Hair varies in coarseness, curliness, amount, color, and thickness. Labia majora, the outer lip-like structure. They have dark pigmentation. Labia majora protect the introitus and urethral openings. Are covered with hair and sebaceous glands. Become flaccid with age and after childbirth. Labia minora, referred to as inner lips, made up of erectile connective tissue that darkens and swells during sexual arousal, located inside labia majora. They are more sensitive and responsive to touch than the labia majora. The labia minora tightens during intercourse. Clitoris, the small penis-like structure, highly sensitive organ composed of nerves, blood vessels, and erectile tissue, located under the prepuce. Clitoris, it is the small penis-like structure, highly sensitive organ composed of nerves, blood vessels, and erectile tissue, located under the prepuce. It is made up of shaft and a glans, becomes involved with blood during sexual stimulation. Key to sexual pleasure for most women. Urethral opening is located directly below the clitoris. Vaginal opening introitus. A mucous membrane. A mucous membrane normally covers the opening into the vagina called the hymen. Using the presence of an intact hymen, vaginal opening introitus, a mucous membrane normally covers the opening into vagina called the hymen. Using the presence of an intact hymen for determining, some women are born without hymens. Posterior to the vaginal opening are the two Bartholin glands. Perineum, the muscles and tissues located between vaginal opening and anal canal. It supports and surrounds the lower part of the urinary and digestive tracts. The perineum contains an abundance of nerve endings that make it sensitive to touch. Now the female internal genitalia. The internal genitalia consists of vagina, cervix, uterus, fallopian tubes, ovaries. Vagina. It is a distensible fibromuscular tube that extends from the perineum through the pelvic floor and into the pelvic cavity. It measures approximately 8 to 12 centimeter in length. It extends from the vestibule to the uterus and is situated behind the bladder and in front of rectum. It is directed upward and backward. Its axis forming with that of the uterus at an angle of over 90-degree, opening forward. Vagina. The anterior wall of vagina is related to the base of the bladder and to the urethra. In fact, the urethra is embedded in or fused to the anterior vaginal wall. Posteriorly, the vagina is related principally to the rectum. The vaginal fornix is the recess formed between the margin of the cervix and the vaginal wall. Based on position, the fornix is subdivided into posterior fornix and an anterior fornix and two lateral fornix. तुम कर रही मेरा The vaginal fornix is the recess formed between the margin of the cervix and the vaginal wall. Based on position, the fornix is subdivided into a posterior fornix, an anterior fornix, and two lateral fornix. Blood supply. The blood supply to the vagina is from the vaginal artery branch of internal iliac artery and the vaginal branch of uterine artery. Lymphatic drainage. Lymph from the upper vagina drains into the internal and external iliac nodes. Lymph from the lower vagina drains to the superficial inguinal nodes. Uterus. The uterus is thick-walled muscular organ in the midline between the bladder and the rectum. It consists of a body and a cervix. Inferiorly, it joins the vagina. Superiorly, uterine tubes project laterally from the uterus and opens into the peritoneal cavity immediately adjacent to the ovaries. Uterus. The body of the uterus is flattened anteroposteriorly and above the level of origin of the uterine tubes. It has a rounded superior end, fundus of uterus. The cavity of the body of the uterus is a narrow slit when viewed laterally. It is shaped like an inverted triangle when viewed anteriorly. Uterus. Each of the superior corners of the cavity is continuous with the lumen of the uterine tube. The inferior corner is continuous with the central canal of the cervix. The body of the uterus normally arches forwards, antiflexed on the cervix over the superior surface of the emptied bladder. Uterus. The cervix forms the inferior part of the uterus and is shaped like a short, broad cylinder with a narrow central channel. The cervix is angled forward on the vagina so that the inferior end of the cervix projects into the upper anterior aspect of the vagina. Relations of the uterus. Anteriorly, the uterus and cervix are related to the uterovesical pouch and superior surface of the bladder. Posteriorly, the uterus is related to the rectouterine pouch of Douglas, which extends down as far as the posterior fornix of the vagina. Laterally, the broad ligament. Uterus, blood supply, uterine artery, a branch of the internal iliac artery. Lymph drainage. Lymphatics from the fundus accompany the ovarian artery and drain into the para-aortic nodes. Lymphatics from the body and cervix drain to the internal and external iliac lymph nodes. Ovary. The ovaries are the sites of egg production, oogenesis, like the testes in men. Ovaries lie adjacent to the lateral pelvic wall, just inferior to the pelvic inlet. Each of the two almond-shaped ovaries is about 3 cm long and is suspended by a mesentery, the mesovarium, from the posterior aspect of the broad ligament. The ovary, blood supply, ovarian artery, a branch of the abdominal aorta, lymphatic drainage to the para-aortic nodes, venous drainage to the inferior vena cava on the right and to the left, renal vein on the left. Thank you.